Hey, what's up guys? So yesterday I saw that Trnevorous uploaded a video talking about if Hypixel should replace Watchdog with Anti-Gaming Chair, and I felt like, people don't give Watchdog enough credit. So I kind of wanted to give some counterpoints to why Watchdog isn't as bad as everyone thinks it is. So don't get me wrong, Watchdog definitely has its flaws. We've all been in games with blatant cheaters and hackers, and we all get pretty frustrated at that, especially I know I do. You've seen my clips of me just absolutely screaming at the tops of my lungs because, this guy's using Reach, this guy is using KA, or maybe I'm just bad, I'm not really too sure. But I would say Hypixel does a pretty good job at filtering out hackers. Now, Hypixel is a massive server network. At the time of recording this, they have 70,000 concurrent players on, which is more players than Rainbow Six Siege, Team Fortress 2, Ark Survival, Destiny 2, Rust, Terraria, all those massive titles, some of them even AAA, and this Minecraft server has more players than them. Now, with that massive amount of players, Hypixel gets a lot of unique players, so that's why just in the last 7 days, Watchdog has banned a total of 56,095 players. Now, that is an absolutely massive number. That's more players than most Minecraft servers get, and that's just in bans. Now, unlike all those other games that I listed, Minecraft doesn't have a client-side anti-cheat. All of the anti-cheats are done server-side, so that makes a really complicated issue for the server trying to check if a player is doing something that they're not supposed to be doing, or if they're just lagging, or anything else that could be happening. Now, Watchdog prioritizes getting real bans over false bans, so that means that they have their settings a little bit higher. It's a threshold where a hacker could technically put their settings to be, but it leaves a little bit of wiggle room, so there's not a lot more players getting banned by Watchdog that are legitimate. Now, there's a lot of checks that people like to argue, like the reach check or the flight check. For that, there's a lot of game modes on Hypixel. Smash Heroes, which has certain abilities which allows you to reach farther than 3 blocks. And in reference to Bed Wars, the anti-cheat has to be able to calculate if someone's TNT jumping or fireball jumping or actually just flying, and it creates an even more complicated issue if the player has a high ping. Now, Watchdog definitely isn't perfect, it has its flaws, but I don't think we give them enough credit for how great Watchdog is, for the amount of sheer players and uniques that it bans, and how much it does catch. Hypixel is a massive target for the Minecraft exploiting community. They're the largest server network out of the entire game by far. I mean, even the second largest server is still Hypixel. So all of those exploiters are trying to make their hacked clients work on this server, and for Watchdog to still be able to detect over 50,000 exploiters and ban them per week is an absolutely monumental achievement. I'm not saying Watchdog's perfect, and it definitely does have some room to be improved upon, but we should at least give it some credit for how effective it is on Hypixel. Especially now with a massive influx of players, of course there's going to be a lot more exploiters, and if they're going to have to constantly update Watchdog to try to stay ahead of that curve. But replacing Watchdog with Anti-Gaming Chair or any other anti-cheat just would not be an effective situation for Hypixel. Like Trnevorous said, it would force the Hypixel developers to massively modify their anti-cheat for all the game modes across Hypixel, which is not a very effective strategy. Well guys, that's about all I have to say on this topic, and by the way, this is in no way to send any hate to Trnevorous. I think he made a fantastic video. I just wanted to give my standpoint on why I feel like Watchdog gets a little bit too much hate, and kind of building upon why I don't believe there's any other anti-cheat that can do what Watchdog does to its effectiveness. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.